Welcome, 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 guys. Dr. Dion Napier with Amplify Vocal Studio. And I wanted to come live and share a few wisdom keys that I am learning in my life. Today is my birthday, November 26th. I thank God for another year of life. And as I'm just reflecting and having some quiet time this morning, I just wanted to let you guys in on some wisdom and some things that I'm learning, and it may be able to help you too. So, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining from, and thank you for being here. So, the first wisdom key that I'm learning is that it is truly more blessed or more empowered to give than to receive. Okay, and if you are in the Word, if you follow Jesus, you know that scripture. Welcome to you all who are joining. Truly, it is more blessed to give than to receive, and I'm learning this. So, I grew up an only child. I didn't have siblings, so really selfish, and that has carried over into my marriage and some of my other relationships. But as I'm coming out of that and really learning to sow and to give more, it is really changing my life. So when we talk about giving, you can give in the place of your time, your talent, and your treasure. Okay, so y'all know I have a ministry background, so today is going to be just a little bit of biblical wisdom, a little bit. We're going to touch on the singing a little bit, but it's really wisdom keys for life. Okay, so you can give your time, your talent, your treasure. So usually when you don't have a lot of money, you can sow your time. You can give your time. Look for people to serve. Look for people who need help. We like to say this is the season of giving. I don't like to say it's a season of giving. I like to embrace a lifestyle of giving. I like to embrace a lifestyle of gratitude, a lifestyle of service. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, these are values that I carry, and it's not seasonal, it's all the time. So if you don't have money, you give your time, right? You can also give your talent. Look for places that you can, whatever your talents are. I'm talking to singers, but many of you are multifaceted. Y'all have lots of gifts. So look for places that you can sow your time. Welcome to you guys who are joining. I'm sharing wisdom keys. Today is my birthday, and I'm sharing 3 wisdom keys that I have learned in my 39 years of living. So the first key is that it's more empowering to give than to receive, and I'm talking about ways that you can give into others. So you can give through your time, your talent, your skills, your abilities, and also your treasure. Okay, if you've got money, everybody's got money, but look for a worthy cause or an organization that you really believe in, or a person, right, that you want to sow and invest in. It really opens your life when you move from holding, being stingy, to giving and blessing others. Okay, so it is more blessed to give than to receive. The second wisdom key that I'm learning is the power of priority. And so again, if you follow me in this channel, many of you do sing and you do that, but really you are a multifaceted type of person, or you are a multi-gifted kind of person. And sometimes for us that are wired like that, we can kind of be all over the place and not really know, what do I give my direction, what do I give my attention to now? Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm sharing with you what I've learned, the power of priority. So you have to determine what is the top 1 and 2 thing that I want to focus on, right? And it could be 3, no more than 3. What are the top 3 things that I want to focus on in this season of life? What are those priorities? So for example, for me, my first priority in this season is staying close to God. It is important that I know his word, that I know his voice, that I can hear him clearly, because that is a part of who I am, and that interweaves into everything that I do. That interweaves in my friendships, that interweaves into my family relationships as I'm raising my children, as I'm serving you guys as singers. I'm not just doing this in my own strength. I have to hear the voice of God, and I have to follow his blueprint. So that's my first priority, and I can't do that if I don't spend time with them and stay with them. So that's my first priority in this season, and really in every season for me. The second priority is serving my household. This is where I am right now, okay? I'm a wife, I have small children, and I'm serving my household. I'm cultivating my kids, right? I'm learning how to build a home, right? So that's why that's a priority for me. And so that is why I don't teach in the evenings. If you go and look at my calendar, I don't have anything opened after 3 o'clock. And that's intentional because my priority is to be present and to cultivate my home. Okay. Now that's still hit and miss. I'm still trying to learn how to come out of what culture teaches us to put our business and our work and our career before our family. But that is not God's order. And I follow God's order, not the world system. Okay. So that second priority is to cultivate and build my home. And so I design my schedule, my work, and everything else around that. My third priority is serving you as singers, okay? Building my business, learning how to serve you, finding out what you guys need, creating offers to help you grow and develop and accelerate as artists, okay? So those are my top 3 priorities in this season. So here's the power of priority, guys. When you have your top priorities, it brings clarity to your life. It helps you to be much more decisive, and you're able to see results faster because you are targeted on an individual thing, right? 3 things I'm focused on. If it's not my relationship with God, if it's not nurturing and cultivating my household, and if it's not about you, my singers, building my business, I'm probably not entertaining it. Do you know what I mean? It becomes really easy to give a clear no because everything else outside of that is not my priority in this season. So that's the power of priority. And I want to encourage you, take time to just make a list, write down what are your priorities, what are the goals, what are the top things that you want to accomplish in this season, and you only focus on those things, okay? And then the third, so here's a little phrase I wrote. So it's a deal, especially with us who are multifaceted. It's a thing of what can I do versus what am I called to do? Do you see what I'm saying? You have to weigh that. There are a lot of things we can do as multifaceted people, but we have to think, what am I called to do in this season? What do I feel a sense of responsibility and assignment toward in this season of my life? Okay. And let that guide your decisions. And the third one, this is the last one, guys. So I'm in 7 minutes. Okay. I'm not going to go longer than 15 minutes. Welcome to you guys who are joining. The third wisdom key I'm learning is how to have urgency with patience. How to have urgency with patience. And I heard this phrase from Kelly Roach. She's a top tier business coach that I love listening to, and I follow her. And she talked about urgency with patience. And when I first heard that, I was like, that sounds like an oxymoron. Because when I think urgency, I think like rapid speed, I think aggressive movement, you know what I'm saying? And when I think patience, I think of slow waiting, I think of a lot of time, I think of sometimes long suffering. So to hear her say those together really opened my mind to something different. And I'm like, wow, how do you do that? And so what I'm learning is that urgency with patience means keeping your main thing your main thing. So your top priority is your top priority, but it's a matter of being consistent with it, even if the pace is slower than you like. Do you see what I'm saying? So that has been a mind shift for me, and I want to share that with you because in my mind, I'm thinking if I'm not rapidly going towards something, if I'm not aggressively doing it, then I'm slacking. But that's not true. Okay, that's not true, because in that process, right? In that process is when we become, in the process is when we transform, right? So the process is very important. So again, I'm learning to have urgency, which means I keep my top priority in the front of my mind. For me, my top 3 priorities that I just shared, I'm always keeping those in the top of my mind, right? And the patience part of that is being consistent, showing up every day, doing the small habits, you know what I mean? Doing the small daily habits that eventually will become lifestyle habits, and eventually I'll be a changed person. I hope this is making sense. That's the best way I can describe it. Okay, so those are my wisdom keys that I wanted to share with you today on my birthday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope that you have had a great Thanksgiving and just are enjoying this season. And again, to recap, if you missed the first 3, just to recap, the wisdom keys that I'm learning is more blessed to give than to receive. I'm learning the power of priority, and I'm learning how to have urgency with patience. Okay, so I hope that helped you. Thank you for being here. what else I want to say? My Black Friday offers, they are still available. If you need some things to help you vocally, if you're a classically trained singer, a beginner or intermediate level, or a worship leader, you can click the link. I'll drop it in the description below. That Black Friday deal is available until tonight, and then the prices will go up, okay? But that's still up there for you. If you would like to have any of those, you can just click the link and read the descriptions. They are video trainings with manuals, and so you get that. You can do it self-paced, and then if you want to upgrade and then do a session with me or something, you can just click the link and request one-on-one sessions, okay? All right, you guys have a great one. Happy Sunday. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.